I was able to buy 9 cars in 2 weeks with no money down, and I put them on Turo, made $60,000. So all the cars back to the dealership.
Hello, everyone. This is Andre Barra with Yes to Real Estate on the Yes to Real Estate podcast. Super excited for you to join us today. Have some great information for you and can't wait to share it with you. Also, I'm an agent with CR Elite here in Houston, and I'm also the first vice president of YRD. Now, what is YRD? YRD is the Young Realtors Division, and our purpose is to educate and to edify and uplift young entrepreneurs who's coming on the scene with guidance and mentorship. Also, I would like to thank my team, the Yes to Real Estate team with Voss and Jenny. That's our marketing team, along with Michael, our marketing coordinator. Also want to thank Mariah, our buyer's agent, Diamond, our transaction coordinator, and our GC for our new construction, and also my partners, Ashley and Javon. Also, I'm a top producing agent, and we are on pace to do $30 million in transaction. Yes, yeah. $30 million in transaction this year. So shout out to the team. Super excited about the journey. Thank you for joining us today. So today we have a special guest, Mr. Isaac, and we'll be discussing business and personal credit. Isaac, welcome to the show.
Hey, man, I want to thank you for having me. First off, man, congratulations on that $30 million in transactions.
Yes, thank you so much.
That's big. That's big time for sure.
No, really appreciate it. Thank you for everything. So, Isaac, thanks for joining us. Can you tell the millions of people who's watching a little bit about yourself? No pressure. It's millions of people watching.
For sure. My name is Isaac. I'm the CEO of Ivy League Wealth, where we specialize in credit repair. And we also help people build business credit. I am the founder of the Circle of Wealth, where we help entrepreneurs pretty much build businesses by leveraging credit. Our whole purpose is to help people understand the power of credit and how to leverage credit to build multi-million-dollar companies just through the power of leveraging credit.
The power of leveraging credit.
Mm-hmm.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Wow. So Isaac, your transition to this point, it always begins with a why, right? Most of us, we go to work 9 to 5 and then we get tired and then we want to tap into something else, right? So can you tell the millions of people, what is your why? Why do you do what you do now?
Because nobody was there to help me, and I had to take those L's to figure out how to get to where I needed to be. You know what I mean? So I was in a position where, I grew up not knowing about credit. I grew up not knowing how to manage finances. You know what I mean? And I was headed down the wrong path a lot of the times. You know what I mean? I was, I was having problems in middle school, you know what I mean? I went to high school. I graduated high school, did a little bit of college, and, was messing up. You know what I mean? Ended up going to the military after that.
Thank you for your service.
No problem. I appreciate that. I did 6 years in the military. Then after I got out of that, I started driving trucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was driving trucks for about 6 years. And just the truck driver owners, the owners of the companies, they kept shutting down the companies on me. And literally on my last truck driving job, we left the company. I had $125 left in my pocket, and I was still on the road. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like the company literally shut down, and I was stuck in Jersey, waiting on them to send me a flight home. And my last check was $125, and I couldn't understand it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So after that, I went ahead and I started, what I called a company. I started a company called Urban Bubble Ball. You know what I mean? It's a recreation company. We get in the big bubble balls and you bump each other around. You've probably seen it at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? So I started that, but all of that was pretty much cash out of my pocket. Now, I understand that you guys heard me say I had $125 in my pocket, right?
Yeah.
So I had to get that money some kind of way, meaning I was doing some stuff I shouldn't have been doing. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't taught right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So me not having the knowledge that I needed, I went ahead and started a company just out the cash that I was accumulating doing the wrong things, and I ended up losing that money.
Wow.
Literally doing that process, I lost over $200,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's no joke.
That's
$200,000.
So I lost $200,000 and I was literally stuck at the bottom. I had no bread, no real income, you feel me? And I had to figure out what I had to do to get to where I seen, the Bill Gates people at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to figure out what I was missing. What I was missing literally was the knowledge of credit.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out, I had to get me a mentor. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I went ahead and I had my last 5,000 in my pocket. My last 5,000. Took my last 5,000 and I paid it to a guy to mentor me and show me how to build credit and how to work credit. And when I did that, bro, I literally started another company and I literally made 6 figures in that first year.
Wow. So your why was out of the point of desperation, the point of last result. You said, I have to do something different.
I had to do something.
Right.
I had
You
no
tried
choice.
the wrong way and you realized that this wasn't sustainable.
It was either that or I was going to jail.
Wow. And then you realized that you couldn't depend on a 9 to 5 because they had let you down with the truck driving.
Yep.
Right. You was committed to the company and the company did not let you know when they shut it down.
Now, this wasn't the first company that shut down. This was the third company.
Oh, wow.
This was the third company that shut down on me out of the blue and left me with nothing. And keep in mind, as I'm driving trucks, Andre, I'm going cross country. I'm hauling cars this time. I started with Stevens Transport.
Yeah.
You know, you getting paid cents on the mile.
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm driving cross country every day of the month for cents on the mile. That's not making no sense to me. Then I'm driving cars and I'm getting paid nothing because the owner of the company, he's taking money out of tires getting blown. He's taking money out of, maintenance requirements and all kind of stuff that shouldn't come out of my pocket.
Because that's his vehicle.
Because that's his vehicle.
Yeah.
But me not knowing, not having the knowledge that I needed, I was allowing that to happen. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So this is the third company that shut down on me, bro. And I was literally stuck at the bottom, bro. I had no idea what I needed to do.
Wow. So at this point, you made a decision. So your why were crafted in your obstacles that you have to go through, your challenges is what helped create your why and caused you to create this business that you're doing now. Wow. And the great thing about going through challenges, it's going to do two things. It's going to cause you to quit and buckle, or it's going to cause you to create nothing but go and create that intensity and that desire in you to push forward.
Yeah.
And that's what it did for you, Isaac.
Yep.
Because think about it. If you wouldn't have gone through what you went through, do you think you would have started your credit business?
Oh, definitely not. I still would have been doing the wrong thing.
So because of you going through those obstacles and your challenges, that opened up the doors for you to start your credit business, and now you're helping thousands of people.
Exactly.
That's powerful. So let's tap into that, Isaac. First of all, let's talk about personal credit, right? Why is personal credit important? And who should, answer that question first. Yeah.
So the reason why personal credit is important because literally personal credit was given to you pretty much at birth. You feel me? Whether you have it established or not, because you have that social security number, you have credit. You just have to build it out. Credit is pretty much you showing lenders that you have the ability to pay them back. Credit is nothing but history. You see what I'm saying?
That's good.
So if I needed to borrow money from you, you're going to go check my lending, my history and see if I have a history on paying people back.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if I'm sitting here today, if I was sitting there back in the day with $125 in my pocket, me knowing if I had a 700 credit score, that all I had to do is apply for a couple of lenders and I can get $120,000 in 3 days after being approved, that would have changed my whole life.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Credit is life changing. It changed my life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know if you have a 700 credit score, 10 positive accounts, 0 derogatory, 0 late payments, 4 less inquiries, that you can run up $200,000 just off a personal credit alone.
Wow.
You feel me? In a matter of days versus you having to go out there and trap and hustle and all this extra stuff just to get $20,000. You feel me?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense when you can just go ahead, build your credit out right, apply for the right credit cards, apply for the right loans, and you can get approved for hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can then use that to leverage and get into real estate.
Wow.
You can get into trucking. You can build all kind of 6-figure businesses easy.
Wow.
And you can use the same leverage power to market that business.
Yeah.
You feel me? And bring in more money.
Yeah.
It's all about making your money work for you.
Wow. So having great personal credit is one of the keys to creating wealth, right?
Exactly.
You said that we are all born with credit, right? And then it's up to us to establish it and to get it to where it needs to be at. What are some of the ways that you are sharing with your client? First off, what's the name of your credit business?
Ivy League Wealth. Ivy, no Y, League Wealth.
Okay.
Just like you go to the Ivy League schools,
Yeah.
same thing without the Y.
Ivy League of credit.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. What are some of the things that you're sharing with your clients on how to build personal credit?
So let's start with your kids, right?
Yes.
So say if you had, your kids, say you got a credit card. I know you got plenty of them, right? You got kids.
Don't tell my wife.
I know, right?
Okay,
You got kids, you got credit cards. You can add your kids onto your credit cards as an authorized user and start building their credit at an early age. And what that's going to do is it's going to give them that credit history and that credit age,
Okay.
which means when they turn 18, they already have over 7 to 8 years of credit history already reporting to their credit report.
Okay.
And that's big in the credit industry. You feel me? Because one thing they get you denied is if you have a good credit score, that's cool. But if you have less than 2 years or 4 years of history on your credit report, then you'll still get denied. So you always want to start building your credit out early. So that way you already have those years of age already reporting to your credit report. So that's one way to do it so help your kids build credit up.
So let me ask you a question about that. What age should we start applying the authorized user on the kids? Well, what's the earliest we can do?
I've seen them do it at 10 years old.
Okay, 10 years. Okay.
So the thing about it is the actual child doesn't have to get the credit card. You can just get the card. You can hold it in your pocket if you want to. You feel me? You can just put a little $50 limit on it. That your credit history is going to be reported to that child's credit report.
Okay.
They'll never have to get that card. Just an authorized user.
Yeah.
And they're going to piggyback off of all your good credit standing from that card.
Wow. So at 10, and by the time they're 18 to where they can start making decisions, they're educated, and now they have 8 years of great history.
Exactly.
Because dad and mom.
By the time they're 18, they already have a 700 credit score.
Wow. That's a gem.
Now you don't have to go out and PGM you don't have to go out there and co-sign for a car. None of that. They're already good to go.
That's a gem. What else your company do to get the personal credit up?
So it's a lot of little credit builders out there that you can add to your credit report. Just like what is it? Covo Credit. Covo Credit is pretty much a credit builder account, and they'll you'll pay a little monthly fee, and it's almost like, I think this one is like a savings account. Pretty much, you'll pay a monthly fee to this credit builder, and you'll do the term. You'll pay it for a term maybe like a year. Okay. So at the end of that year, they'll give you back that money, but they're going to report your payments to the credit bureaus or to the credit agencies. Should I say? Yep, that's good standing.
Okay,
and that's going to help you build. So the thing about it is, as far as your credit is concerned, you want to have at least 10 positive accounts reporting to your credit report.
Okay.
So the easiest way to do that is to go ahead and get 10 credit builders like Covo Credit. What is it? Covo Credit, My Jewelers Club. You got who is it? CFI. There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah.
You get these little credit builder accounts and you add those to your credit report, and then by the time you get to 10, you're pretty much good to go. And then after a lot of these accounts that I just mentioned, those are just like I mentioned, those are savings accounts. Some of them, they're like CFI, once you hit $500 on that, as far as you paying them to that account, once you hit $500, you get access to that $500. So you can actually use that $500 savings that you just put into that account.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So all those accounts, you might not go out there and spend off those accounts like that, but those accounts will help you build that good credit. So that way, when you go out there and apply, you will have no problem getting the $30,000 credit card.
Yeah.
Easy day.
And also, I'd like to add to that on the real estate end, personal credit is so important because it's going to help you get your home at a great interest rate, right? So if you have a 760, 780, or 800 credit score, the banks, the lenders will open up the door for you, right?
Exactly.
You don't have to jump through the hoops and have to get other people to co-sign if you have like a 580 or 590. So it ties into real estate big time, because if you're looking to purchase your first home, get your credit together, invest, get with an expert like Isaac and his team, get your score up to now you can dictate and determine who you want to use as your lender, and then make sure you get the best interest rate on your home. So this goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So Isaac, along with the personal, right now, what is considered to be a good credit score, and what is considered to be a great credit score?
So I'll say this. Your credit score really doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
In reality. Your credit score is really just a number. What really means the most is everything that's inside of your credit report. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I go back to the 10 positive accounts, 0 derogatories, 0 late payments, 0 collection accounts, 4 less inquiries.
Mm.
4 more years of history on your credit report. All those things, that's what generates your credit report number. So
Gotcha.
this is why I say that. So
This is Stephen Thompson,
And Gerald Lanier.
and we are here with the Community Cultivation Network. If you're looking to advertise, this is the space you could do it at right here. If you got an item, pigsty, t-shirt, cheese and crackers, if you own a sensual massage parlor, anything. If you got drawers,
You had that twisty thing for the guys
socks, if it's lit, you can advertise on here.
right here. CC Network.
Hi.
Yeah.
My name is Stephen Thompson from Stevie Rock Radio, and you're now watching the CCN.
say if you had TransUnion and your TransUnion had a credit score of a 700,
Yeah.
but you only had one account reporting to your TransUnion, you can still get denied funding for whatever you apply for because your credit report isn't strong enough to get approved.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Here's another thing. If your TransUnion was built out all the way correctly, but your Experian had a bunch of collections accounts on it, because the credit agencies, they don't work together. They're all separate.
Wow.
So if you had a good TransUnion report and your Experian was all messed up and trash, you could still get funding on your TransUnion alone without having to bother your Experian, because not all the lenders are going to pull from all 3 bureaus.
So you educate your team and yourself, educate people on who's going to pull from where, like who's going to pull from TransUnion, who's going to pull from Equifax and Experian.
Yep, that's part of our funding program. So when we once we get through cleaning our client's credit report, we also introduce them to our funding program where we go through and we analyze and we decide what lenders might give them the most amount or who will be the best fit for our clients.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if a client is in dire need of some funding, we might be able to pull from Experian and not have to borrow that TransUnion alone just for us to fit whatever category we need. Like I say, we got clients that just want to go get cars. We know lenders that'll give them cars just off of TransUnion alone. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So all we really got to worry about is getting them fixed up on TransUnion. They can go to, Navy Fed and go get a car loan. That's a gem right there. I hope y'all wrote that one down.
Say that one more
Go to
time.
Navy Fed. You can use trade. You only pull TransUnion. Go get your auto loan from Navy Fed. And as a first time upper, they'll give you up to $40,000 off of Navy Fed on an auto loan.
Wow. So this is amazing because you guys are not just a cookie cutter credit repair or credit experience company. You guys tailor made the credit experience based on the client.
Yeah, exactly.
So you find out what the client needs, look over that situation, and based on where they're at, you and your team create a profile to help and guide what they need based on what they want.
When a client calls us, our first question to that client is, what are your goals? That's the first thing we want to know is what do you plan to do with your credit so that we can help best fit you? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to go out and buy a home, I'm gonna call my guy Charlie so he can figure out so I can know exactly what he needs for them to get approved. If you want to go out and buy a car, I need to know what kind of car, how much of a car you're trying to get, so I can let you know exactly what you need to have on your credit report for you to get approved.
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and knock that out for you.
Now that's amazing. Wow.
Yeah,
You dropped so many gems right there.
I'm gonna give you an example, bro.
Yeah.
I was out. This is using my personal and my business credit.
Yeah.
I was able to buy 9 cars in 2 weeks with no money down, and I put them on Turo, made $60,000. So all the cars back to the dealership.
Whoa. You're not going to just brush over that like you just didn't say 9 cars. Okay.
Let
All right.
me say it again.
Yeah. Say it.
I bought 9 cars in 2 weeks off my personal and my business credit combined in a bunch of different fashions. I put them on Turo, made over $60,000, and I sold the cars back to the dealerships.
And you sold them back. So you used them for 2 weeks.
No, I bought them. I bought them all in 2 weeks with no money down, no money out of pocket. This is all credit. I didn't have to put no deposit down for nothing.
Oh.
I put them on Turo I ran them for 8 to 9 months, and I sold them back to the dealership.
Wow.
I got 2 cars off of 1 loan and 1 inquiry.
And we can find more by coming to you and your company.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. Well, we could tap on personal we can make this thing 2 hours. So, all right, let's talk about business credit.
Mm-hmm.
Why is business credit important, and what can we do to build our business credit?
So business credit is important because business credit acts like another you, except it's under your company name. So if I can get you 100,000 on your business side, on your personal side, I can get you over 100,000 on your business side as long as your business is built out right. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So business credit works almost the same as personal credit. You have to build it up correctly, and your age is more important than anything on your business side. See, the lenders, they like to see you being in business over 2 years for sure, because 80% of businesses fail within the first 2 years of business.
Okay.
So if you have that age on your business for sure, the lender's gonna love you.
Okay.
Now, if you build out that payday score, they're gonna love you even more.
That's what I want to tap into. So shout out to Charlie. I'm in training mode with him on getting my business.
That's my
credit
guy.
up.
That's my guy.
Yeah, he's good. So the pay, you say what was that again? The payday score?
The payday score.
Okay. So let's run this through. You get your LLC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you open up your bank account,
Mm-hmm.
right? And now you have, what's the next step out there? How do we
So,
get
You get your LLC, you get your bank account, you get your DUNS number.
Don's number? What is Don's?
So your DUNS is pretty much like just your DUNS is nothing but they hold your business credit profile.
Okay.
You feel me? The DUNS number is your SSN. It's the DUNS is almost the same as your EIN, except for the DUNS is that's what the lender's going to look at
Gotcha.
over your EIN. Your EIN is like your SSN, but the DUNS number is more important. Is more important to the lenders over your EIN number. You know what I mean?
Because it's business.
Because it's business. You
Okay.
feel me? And the DUNS number is going to break down everything inside of your business credit profile.
Just like how you brought down the 10
Exactly.
and then the 0, the negative.
Exactly.
payments. Okay.
See what I'm saying? So to build business credit, you need to have at least 5 trade lines reporting to your business credit for you to generate at least an 80 payday score.
Okay. Hold on. So you get your LLC, you get your business bank account,
Mm-hmm.
you work on getting your DUNS number up, and now you're about to go into how we get our DUNS number up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you get 5 trade lines. So you can,
Okay.
I think Granger, I think they kind of backed out everything because they everybody's catching on because everybody's getting trade lines and they building business credit up and they burning it, right? So a lot of the rules and regulations are changing. But I'm gonna say Uline is one of them.
Uline.
Searchy is another vendor. Uline, Searchy. There's who is it? Ah man, I'm going blank right
No,
now.
that's
man.
fine.
I can't
So
remember the
Uline,
rest of them.
And what's the other one?
Searchy for sure.
Search. Let's focus on those. So what they do is they help
So
get your DUNS number up.
yeah, pretty much these are called pretty much net 30 accounts. And
Net 30s.
why they're called net 30 accounts because you'll get an account, you'll get an item from these businesses from these vendors, and they'll give you up to 30 days to pay for the actual item. So you'll get the item in the mail before you actually get the invoice. When you get the invoice, just go ahead and immediately pay for that invoice. You feel me? And you get 30 days to pay for that invoice, and they're going to report that to your business credit.
Okay.
But you want at least 5 vendors on your business credit to get at least an 80 payday score. But that's not going to get you business funding. You want at least 10 to 15 trade lines reporting to your business credit for you to qualify for business funding without being used as a personal guarantee, or in other words, a PG. See what
Okay.
I'm saying? But there are also other qualifications with that. You want to have your monthly revenue going to your business bank account as well. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they're all falling for the fluff of, you get a payday score and you get approved for $250,000 in business credit. Well, that's not necessarily true. There are other qualifications. You got to have that business revenue going. They wanted at least to see, 5,000 or more on a monthly basis
Going into your business account.
going into your business account.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And there are also lenders that really don't care about your business credit. They just want to look at your business revenue, period.
True.
It's lenders like, who is it? Ramp, they want you to have 75,000. So that's a big one. There's one called Capital on Tap. Capital on Tap, they'll almost match what you got sitting in your business account.
Oh.
But they want you to have that account open at least 6 months or more.
All right. So 2 years is the magic number.
2 years is the magic number for you to have your business bank account open.
Okay. Okay. And then you said you want at least 10.
You want at least 10 to 15 business trade lines
Trade
reporting
lines.
to your business account.
Going to your business account to get business lending.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's amazing.
Without being used as a personal guarantee.
Okay. Wow, man. You dropped a lot of gems. it's so much to unravel when it comes to personal business, because this is what the wealthy are doing, right?
This is exactly what they're doing, but they're not really telling everybody this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? These are the gems that I wish I would have known before I even got into trucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would have already ran the bag up on them boys, because I would have opened up 15 different businesses. Because now people don't know that you can. It doesn't matter how many businesses you have going, because you can get funding on each one of those businesses individually at the same time,
Wow, because they're separate
because
entities.
they're separate entities.
Wow, this is amazing, Isaac. So, okay, I'm just trying to process everything you just said. So, and it's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so for this information.
Y'all for having me.
So let's talk a little bit about the education you just shared with us, but also the education of your business, what the Circle of Wealth.
Yeah, the Circle of Wealth.
Tell the millions of people about the Circle of Wealth.
So the Circle of Wealth is a platform I put together, man. So what it is like I mentioned earlier when I joined that, when I had the guy mentor me, right?
Yeah.
He actually has a wider platform, right? So I met a bunch of my friends that I'm best friends with now. They're really like family to me now.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So we're all mentees of him. So we decided to start our own little group to help other people that was in our shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I have a group of entrepreneurs that help other entrepreneurs get into entrepreneurship as well, whether it be real estate, taxes, event spaces, Turo, short-term rentals. We help entrepreneurs get into these industries by leveraging credit and just giving them the game on how we was able to get started. It's almost like a jump start. It's almost like a cheat code. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so we take entrepreneurs that are just thinking about it, or just they want to get into it, don't know who to go to, don't know who to talk to, and we take them in, we embrace them, we give them the game that we got, and help them get started on their endeavors just like we did.
Wow, the Circle of Wealth.
Yeah,
How did you come up with the name?
man, because it's wild. Because I sat back and it took me a while to think about it too, bro. Because I was sitting there thinking about it, like, bro, like I'm having to go I go to Charlie for real estate. I go to Brandon for event spaces. You feel me?
Mhm.
I go to Nisha for taxes. It's pretty much a circle. If my client needs real estate, I'm gonna go to Charlie.
Yeah,
So it's literally a circle, and we all sharing wealth together. You know what I mean?
I love it.
So literally, it's a circle of wealth, and we all keep everything in house. So literally, we don't have to go outside our circle for nothing.
I love it.
From from taxes to anything you can think of, we can do everything in house. We can help you get started in any kind of business. I'm gonna fix your credit. I'm gonna get you invested in real estate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you invested in the event space game. We got you covered in any kind of industry that you can think of.
So Isaac, you shared some great information today, and for the millions of people who are watching right now, can you leave them with a lasting statement for the millions of people watching?
To build wealth, you have to start with your credit.
Mm.
That's just bottom line.
One more time.
To build wealth, start with your credit. It ain't no other way to say it. To build wealth, start with your credit. I wish I would have known that from the jump.
Wow. Charlie, thank you so much. Isaac, thank you so much for everything. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you for sharing the knowledge and the wisdom about personal credit, business credit, and how to build it.
Mm-hmm.
And can you share with the team, the millions of people watching, how can we find you?
Oh, definitely. You can find me at Mr. Period Ivy League Wealth without the Y. So that's Mr. Ivy League Wealth. There's no Y.
Awesome. So there you can find Isaac and his team who can help you with the personal and business credit. I'm one of the clients myself, so I'm learning and growing as I build my own personal business credit. So thank you so much for joining the Yes to Real Estate podcast today. And I want to challenge you today. I want to challenge you to say yes to personal credit. Go ahead and get that 800 credit score, right?
Let's go.
I want to challenge you to say yes to business credit. Build that empire, build that business, leave legacy, leave generational wealth. I want to challenge you to say yes to the circle of wealth. Come together as a team, grow, develop, use your power to challenge and to grow others. And I want to say, thank you for saying yes to real estate. See you at the top.
What's up, y'all? It's Jasmine J, founder of CC Network, and you just got through watching Yes to Real Estate podcast. Please check out our other podcasts. You got Class in Session and Pregnant with Purpose. CC Network, see you there.